All right, we are 10 seconds out.
Let's do this.
Opener's about 50 seconds long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Willy Millie.
You got it at the corner store with the rubber spiders and the fake vomit, right?
This is a guy's thing, Stephanie.
Then it's not your thing.
Of course it's my thing.
Then it's not a guy's thing, it's your thing. That's impossible.
It's not impossible, it's right here.
Well, how did it get there?
I don't know, I woke up and there it was.
Can you do things with it?
Like what?
Like, I don't know.
Wiggle it around.
Open a jar.
Are we dreaming or something?
Hello, welcome to the Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind: to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Hockman. I'm joined by my co-hosts and fellow mad scientists, Rob Scucci and Bob, and Dave Hassick. Hey guys, how are you? And why are we doing Willy Millie or something special?
Or my life as a teenage boy. Hi, guys. This is Rob speaking about this movie that has 3 different titles trying to reach 3 separate demographics, I guess. I'm doing better now that I finished watching this movie, which I can only describe as a combination of Freaky Friday and Smear the Queer, I guess, or something. I don't know. I'm just going to hand it over because I'm going to get myself in trouble. Bob, how are you? Do you care to describe this, whatever it is we just watched?
Well, we have this was a fan suggestion via email. The fan being my brother Dave, and he and I are both gonna explain it after I asked Dave, "How are you doing, man?"
I'm doing awesome. I just hope to be a worthy replacement for the test pattern that is usually on the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I assume so. Yeah. Very excited for it. Throw
Can't
up to
wait.
that bumper.
Yeah.
Bob, what are you doing over there?
Dave.
Explain yourself. While you're at it, explain the movie.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna lead it off, and hopefully I don't ruin the explanation. Geeky girl grows gonads and gives a gimpy guy a groin growth.
Very nice.
Big brother clap. Big brother clap.
Nice. I dig it.
Terrific. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right. A pubescent girl named Millie Niceman has a love of astronomy. Thinking that boys have it made, she receives a magical power from her child hoarder wizard neighbor, a prepubescent Seth Green. The powder allows her to do an ancient Indian ceremony on her rooftop during the eclipse, which makes her deepest desire come true. She wakes up with a wiener. She needs to show it to everybody. The doctors say Millie has both sets of genitals, and she gets to choose. She is forbidden from being both by mom and dad, so she chooses boy. Millie, now Willy, starts at a new school where he befriends nerds, gets bullied, and learns boxing and swearing at the instruction of her father. Rob?
Yeah.
My
Oh,
father.
my father. You know.
Willie gets hit on by various girls, including Millie's best friend and neighbor, Stephanie. Willie soon learns that his new wheelchair-bound best male friend, Alfie, says he's gay and has a crush on Willie. To solve his problems, Willie resorts to violence. He attends a double-date drinking party at the Junkyard living room created by the nerds, where he savagely beats the bully. Finally, he goes home, and with the help of a new magic item, a rock he throws at the sky, Willie wishes to be Millie again so she can start dating Alfie. They all enjoy a school dance. Alfie can now walk and seems cool with the situation.
Yeah.
A smirking, knowing baby Seth Green looks on.
This is wonderful.
Yes, that's
Nice.
That's as crazy as it really was.
You had me It is Seth Green. Wow, I thought you were just like being coy. I didn't realize.
Yeah, me too.
Oh no.
You didn't realize
didn't
it was
even-
Seth Green?
No, because he's like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was young.
And like Seth Green as an adult's like the same height. So as the
Yes.
He had an oddly Vern Troyer stature in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
all
he
right.
sure did. So how old
Wow.
was he really? I wonder.
Yeah.
All right, Rob,
Like
let's start
4.
to your YouTube.
Sure. This YouTube comment makes me wanna. Oh, it makes me wanna. Oh my god, it makes me wanna. Okay, so I brought 2 comments in actually. So someone on our Megalopolis episode named Benjamin Dover 4337 said Megalopolis is literally about Neil Breen (parentheses a former architect) portrayed here by Adam Driver in a story told in the style of a Neil Breen movie. So that's what we've been saying, and they agree. Thank you, Benjamin Dover 4337. And
I
then
get it.
for Willy Millie,
Yeah.
my niece referencing Bobby Hill's "That's my purse, I don't know you" was the first link to the Pamela Adlon chain that brought me here. Edited portion. The whole concept of this movie is an embarrassment to males and females alike. Second edited portion. Pamela Adlon da bomb. So that's the YouTube audience.
She is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
that sounds accurate.
Da bomb. All right,
Wait, duh.
bitch.
Yeah, let's do it to test number 1. Ain't that a pitch?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!
My job sucks.
Well, I'm sold. That's a bitch.
All right, who's going first?
I don't know who went last.
I don't keep track of this shit anymore. How about
Shoot.
how about Dave, the man of honor, the man of the hour, goes first with his?
Let me go first.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
All right. The urges in Millie were strong, for her gender assignment felt wrong. She wanted a boon, so she wished on the moon, and now Willy is slinging a schlong.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, bringing it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna. Fine. Shit.
I'll go. Millie is a young woman who could do no wrong. Suddenly she wakes up with a big beefy schlong.
Oh no.
Now going by the name Willy, challenging gender norms? No, silly. Next time I watch this movie, I'll be ripping a bong.
Wow.
I see a
Wow.
pattern.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Bob, did you do one?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so it's up to you and me. Who goes?
I'll go. Sure, why not?
All right.
All right. When you wake up and find something between there's going to be some confusion, to be fair. Willy wags his willy wittingly, but the part that was killing me was the bold move to yank Alfie out of his wheelchair.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Man of Steel at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When,
Big
when
one-
her legs go.
Yeah.
If she should be
I was-
screaming.
I was thinking Big Lebowski, where he's like, I don't even think this is a real wheelchair. And Walter just tips him out.
Shit. All right, I have to follow all that. First, Millie has no Willy, so she wishes on the sun. So now Willy has a Willy, and her father has a son. But Willy isn't straight, and his friend isn't gay, and some way, willy-nilly, it all works for everyone.
Let's see. All right, so Dave circled back to cool as
The
ice.
Schwinnischlong, I mean.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But Chris, you had a very succinct plot. And then
Chris was like surprisingly clean for Chris, actually.
yeah.
Wow, thank you.
And Bob and I had our usual fare. I think we all had a should this be a team tie? Should we try
It
knocking
feels like
out
a team. It
It
feels like a
does
team
feel-
5, honestly.
team 5? Let's see if we can dethrone the Breen. We might
Oh
be
my
able
god,
to.
can we? We maybe.
That was some quality.
Yeah.
It really was. I love it.
All right, so
Team
team
win,
5.
which
Team
is
win. A Chris win, I know,
ultimately,
because
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
fucking megalomaniac. Got it.
All right, test number 2. This is the most offensive as I jot down my nice team win.
A day without sex, the day wasted, man.
Okay, number
5.
I've coined a new phrase for the pod. Conversations that start in one area and then another area.
Yes.
Usually there's that narration, and we hit
Yeah.
it. I'm calling that teleport talking.
I like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Like when they're getting out of an elevator at like the precinct and they get in the car and they're like, I heard he did this. And then like 10 miles down the road, they're like, yeah, and he also did that. Like you're talking about that, right?
Exactly. Yes. They start at the school and they're talking about how they can get back in the good graces of Harry the Horror. And they end up at the junkyard, and he finishes the sentence by saying, like, we need one of these.
Yeah.
And there's narration in the middle. It makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
So that's number 5. I hate to say it, guys, but we had to do some clipping on
yes, we
the
did.
most offensive this week because holy shit, Schmave knew how to pick them. This one is quite offensive. This is number
4.
I guess we're going there. Number 1.
Your little girl is both a little girl and a little boy. She has both sexes right inside her.
Little. They're so little.
Oh. Why?
Well, it's a case of what my grandpappy used to call the law of unpredictability. Sometimes nature is more fruitful than it means to be. And a baby calf, instead of being born with one head...
What do we do?
Do? Well, she must make a choice.
Certainly.
Of course.
Can I be both?
Right? Boo!
Nice.
No, you can't be both, you two-headed mutated cow. You can't have
You
both
hermaphroditic whore.
Oh, grandpappy.
Oh my god. I'm with Willy Millie. Why can't she be both? He be both.
Yeah.
Would have been a
It's only
short
fair.
movie.
This is not but a couple seconds later. Number
3.
I guess we're going there. Number 2.
There will be no gray in this house. For 14 years, we thought you were a girl. That's okay. It's all right. Anybody can make a mistake. And now, you are telling us you want to be a boy.
Well, I think so. Yes.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
And you want to be a girl, too.
Well, on the outside, I'll be a boy. For all practical purposes, I'll be a boy.
Be a liberated woman. Be whatever you want. But not a boy.
I'll still be a girl on the inside, Ma. That'll be our secret.
No. There will be no girlish boys in this family. You make your decision and abide by it. Black or white, boy or girl.
Oh, God.
Wow.
There you have it. There's the essence of the problem with this entire movie. There's no I don't know. This is going a little too heavy, too fast, but there's no redeeming quality in any of these characters either. There's no we learned that it's okay to be blank, which there are a number of through lines that they ought to learn from in this movie. They don't learn a thing. You just aren't allowed to be a girl if you're a boy. You're not allowed to be gay if you're straight. You're just not allowed in 1980.
It's basically, you know what? It's timely because given the current year's political discourse, everybody's like, if you're not this, you're that. If you're not this, there's no people don't like gray areas. They like being mad at each other all the time.
Yeah.
So
fair enough.
this is perfect. This is a movie of the ages.
It really is.
Right. This would do well today. You're saying.
Yeah. There's no nuance, is what I'm saying. And
right.
That's kind of where we're at. So
who needs that? All right, number
2.
All right, you know I had to throw in the suspicious scrapyard sex space.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
What's with the pull-out bed in the middle of a junkyard?
Yeah. It's like it's like Sanford and Son if it involves statutory rape, essentially.
Right. which I think was in the original plan for the show, but
yeah,
they scrapped it, and therefore here we are in the junkyard. Yeah, I don't like teenage like orgy rooms to begin with, but one with like a really, really crusty like chili sheet junkyard that pulls out. Woo. Boy,
the tuna duvet. Yeah. Going with the Breen theme.
The Breen theme. Okay, I was gonna find a way to bring Breen into this one. All right, how about number
1?
Yeah, this is another duty. Maybe it doesn't belong at number 1 after what we've done, but I titled this one "Anger Jizz."
Is it? You know. Is it, you know what? Is that the problem? Who said I had a problem? Oh, sweetheart, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You have inside you now potent and powerful forces that are driving you. If they're not released, they can cause... Take this bottle of ginger ale, huh? Now if I... Shake. You see those tiny bubbles, huh? Well, those tiny bubbles are agitated. They're mad. They're saying, let me out, let me out, let me out.
We're going to turn blue.
You see what I'm saying? Not really. Oh.
All right, so semen is soda.
Yeah. Really pissed off soda.
Which is even funnier later in that scene when it sprays all over his friend.
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
All over her and her face and her hair. Yeah.
Did that happen?
I don't know. It got places. It could fly. You know?
Yeah, I just don't like the association of anger and jizz in a young man's mind. You know, that leads bad places.
Mostly manifestos. The
Dahmer trail. Right. So, all right, Rob, why don't you send it to your one sentence ad read? I can't wait for this one.
It's like 3 sentences, but yeah.
Payoffs and greed were always the priority of my company. Like many companies, I'm afraid of going to prison. They now know my crimes.
Speaking of greed, here's Rob's ad read.
Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by the sound of goose steps outside your home. They're only faintly echoing in the distance, but fast approaching. That's all I'm at liberty to say at the moment. Back to the show.
Okay.
A little inauguration humor.
Yeah. Got that. Okay. Thank you so much for the sound of goose steps. Yes. Okay. So maybe someone caught an image of certain iconography thrown out there at the inauguration that everybody's talking about by a certain political somebody who did a political gesture that was
twice. Once to the front of the house, once to the back of the house. Yes.
Right. Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, we're going to go to test number 3. This is the worst dialogue.
ElonMusk.com.
Yo, I'm out of here. Where you going? Across the street to Slinger Schlong.
Yeah, Dave.
As much as I love it, it's still some of the worst dialogue. This is the worst dialogue.
All right.
Man, and there was some bad dialogue. You guys are going to spit out your ginger ales when you hear number 1, but we'll start with number 5. This is great shit.
Tom, let's say
I finally go out with Doreen, and when we get to that time of night when things can happen, well, I was thinking of this line. Lead in. How's this? I'm so hot for you, babe. My pants are on fire.
It's terrible.
It is?
Too out front. You gotta make it seem like sex is the furthest thing from your mind. You gotta be sneaky.
That's not true.
Pardon me? Did you say something?
I just don't think it's true.
How do you know so much?
I just know, that's all.
You ever bagged a chick?
What?
Slept with a babe. You ever slept with a babe?
Oh. That. Well, yes. As a matter of fact, I have.
You've slept with a babe?
Sure. Lots of times. Goddamn lots of times.
You're bullshitting.
No, I'm not. We used to do it all the time. Every Saturday night. Sure as shit.
What was it like?
It was nice.
Nice.
It was great shit. We're good friends, you know?
Good friend.
It reminds me of like the hack stand-up comedian when they're like, "Yeah, so I was talking to fucking Gary and fucking he said fucking you know we threw all the fucking fuck." I was like, you're not even saying jokes. You're just saying fuck a lot. Yeah, same energy.
That's how boys talk.
Yeah, but like,
Right.
there's a little more
According
grace
to
to
Dad.
it, you know? Yeah, you know, between boxing matches
Pop, yeah.
that happen
Yeah.
all the time apparently. All right.
Right. You guys want to hit some
Yeah.
leather?
Yeah.
All right, that's all need to be said. The only thing I would say is that like that's one of the scenarios that happens in movies where it's just like obviously your friend is lying, and there's no convincing me after the like introduction. So like you're like, have you ever slept with a woman? And he's like, what? Oh, that. Yeah, lots of times. Yeah. Like, okay, now it's like there's literally nothing you could say. Like, I just immediately know lying, and it doesn't matter what you say after that. You could come up with a convincing story now. It doesn't matter. All right, number
4. Yarg.
This is modules, and I don't remember why.
You're new, huh? Where you from?
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 Russia.
Russia?
Maine.
Maine.
Maine? Maine or Russia?
I mean, it's in Maine. Russia, Maine. It's a kind of a small place in the southwest, northeastern part of the state, way back there. Does all the student patrol travel around in these things?
No. Anyway, it's not a thing. It's a lunar module.
Oh, yeah? Where's your tang, then?
Why does he have to hate?
Got space food sticks, too. Well, listen, you can't hang out here. Try the downstairs bathroom.
Thanks.
Chewing on a stranger's beef stick.
Is that the fourth time?
That should have been your ad read.
Yeah. Just came to me,
Yeah,
though,
right.
you know? Timing.
Yeah, dang. Or tang, I guess I should have said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just super cheesy. The Russia Maine thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, southeast, northwestern. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I have that as unnecessary lying.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
thing. If you want to lie to
there?
people, give them less details. You don't. The more
Right.
the more deep in you are, like the less you say. I mean, you only volunteer when they ask you.
Yeah, exactly. Give them 1 or 2 directions, not all of them.
Otherwise, you can't keep track of it. Like 3 years later, when they try quizzing you on it and they wrote it down, you didn't. You know.
Yeah. True.
Look, Chris and Dave, Harvey Menfrenchensenden.
Right.
That's perfect.
You guys know what I'm talking about. Rob, I don't think you do.
I'm reminded of South Park when he's trying to get into the party and he's like, "My name's Christopher," and the girl's like, "Hey, did anybody invite Christopher for?" And it was an actual person's name, and he's like, "Shit."
Of course, he would bring it to South Park. Of course, he
Everything's
would.
South. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Yeah.
South Park.
No,
Good joke.
South Park bingo card.
Yeah.
All right. Number.
This is 3, right? Number 3.
Yeah.
3.
This is surprise.
Mrs. Niceman, breakfast will be ready in half an hour, Steffi. Mrs. Niceman. Yes. Mrs. Niceman, Millie. Yes, dear. Millie has a
Penis.
surprise. Oh, I love surprises. Come on. So, Millie, what's the
Flying trapeze, his movements are graceful. All girls he does please, and my love he's purloined away.
Millie has a surprise.
A surprise.
There we go.
So that was like pre-Kevin Bacon. Methier, maybe.
Methier.
Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude was kind of crazy looking, but I didn't end up hating his character too much. I felt like he was trying. You know.
Like, what would you do if you found out like your 14-year-old daughter had a dick? Like, I think he handled it pretty well.
You would obviously advocate for her to be a boy immediately and aggressively, like Pop did.
Yeah.
Yes. Go out there and punch
I'm just
somebody and call him the N-word.
All I'm saying is, out of all the parenting books I've read, they never really addressed that topic.
He was.
Yeah, all right, that's fair.
Earlier in the movie, whenever they go to the dance before the wish, he scoops up Mom and is like, "We're having a boy. Let's go."
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
he was advocating for one. That's a fair point. Number.
This is number 2.
Hey guys, a quick one. I always try to keep the clips short, but this week I just couldn't. Just based on how bad this movie
there's a treasure trove.
Yeah, and the synopsis to the clips. Everything is long when the movie sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dave, beautifully put, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But this clip is short. This is period.
Look at the lights! Can you feel it, Steph? I do. Maybe we're getting our periods.
Yep,
Yes.
maybe.
Exactly.
Right.
That's how I always assumed it happened.
I think Seth Green wrote that down in the instructions for the ritual. Like, may cause you to get your first period together in sequence.
Yes.
In the full moon. Yeah. All right, number
1, Daddy. You know what? Fuck it.
You see how fast I learn when what's at stake with the drum roll. But I warned you about number 1. I did.
Uh-huh.
This is F-bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
indeed,
yeah.
Indeed it is.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter.
Well, are you mad at me or something?
I'm not mad at you. Things just aren't normal.
What is not normal?
You wouldn't understand.
What are you talking about?
I have unnatural desires.
Unnatural desires?
You don't know the weird things that have been going on inside my head. I just can't see you again. Ever. Okay? Goodbye.
Alfie, will you tell me what the hell is going on?
Let me go!
Alfie!
Don't touch me.
Why?
Because I'm a faggot.
Oh, no. No.
No!
No, he just like
God,
no.
no!
Was the one
Jesus Christ,
where
anything with that.
from the other room, my wife heard me go, "What?"
Jesus Christ. I don't know. You're a guy, but I just keep picturing you with a vagina and I'm having sex with you. I'm so gay. I don't get it. Willy Millie is like, oh no, like it's a horrible thing. And this is what I'm talking about. There is no redemption arc for any of these characters.
Yeah.
They're just really happy that it turns out he's not gay. It's not okay to be gay.
Yeah. Dude, so there was like a TikTok or like a YouTube short where like it was like one of those like public service type of things. And a bully's making fun of a kid because he doesn't have like the new iPad and he's poor and like all these like, all these things that are like seen as like bad. And he gets punished by his mom's like, well, I'm going to take away your iPad and I'm going to take away this. I'm going to make you wear ratty clothes. I'm like, so you're affirming to him that being poor is bad because you're punishing him by making him live like the person he's making fun of, who's just unfortunate and like down on his luck. It's like, there's no moral there. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you play with a Nintendo if you don't chill out.
And it's not the new one.
It's like the movie was in some ways it was so far ahead of its time, like so far ahead, but it had all the tools of 1986 to deal with it. It's like I have all the components of a microchip. What do I do? Smash it with a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well said. All right, test number 4. This is the worst production.
My job sucks.
Yeah, so does your production, you skank. All right.
Oh, Dave's last comment was perfect lead into worst production. So this worst production is a product of its time, though not at all. So when Willy first starts his journey as a boy, his masculinity is toxic masculinity. He's like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" And the dad obviously is only interested in the boy child. Like you see him like practicing throwing, which is, by the way, ridiculous looking. I'm not doing catch-all, so I'm gonna say it now. He can't throw, and he's throwing to an invisible sun. And there's an 80s vibe of gender identity ignorance that was expected. That was totally expected. But then a dad is so proud of his trans kid, he calls him son almost immediately. And there's
no
like,
dead naming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, later there's pronoun corrections like peppered in. Like, no, it's him, it's not her. It's him, it's not her. And you'd think this movie was made in today's world. So They did it wrong, they did it right, all at the same time.
Yeah.
And since I'm talking, I'm gonna go way off the rails here. Since we're talking worst production, I saw a boom mic in like 2 shots.
Oh, did you?
I did.
But the special effects were impeccable.
Anyway, but I have to say exactly what Dave said earlier. They really were playing all the 80s beats, but they had it right at the same time.
Yeah.
Until Act 3.
Very strange. Yeah. And so wrong.
Yes, so wrong.
So confusing.
Okay.
All right.
A product of its time, but not at all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Test number 5, the worst acting.
He killed himself! He killed himself!
You can keep saying the words, but your acting's not getting any better. This is the worst acting.
All right.
Number
1.
Is it the dance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's Millie going to ask the boys to dance. And she runs out of courage as soon as she gets there.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strange how many ums and uhs and gulps and stutters that they have her do before she walks away, going like she's over them, like they did something to her. Yeah, pretty awkward scene. And I thought it'd be funny to just clip the ahs and none of the lead up or anything like that. So there you have it. Number 2. This is a hairy situation.
Shalimar. What? You're wearing Shalimar. I'd know that smell anywhere.
So, you this cute for a living, or does it, like, come naturally? Like the ice beast.
You got a name?
Willy Niceman.
Oh, Niceman. So you like my sister, huh? Nice to meet you, Nice Man. Shake hands?
Oh, Harry. You are so immature.
You like my 30-year-old sister?
Awkward interaction that was.
Yeah.
What's up, Dave?
You like my 30-year-old sister?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been held back a couple of times.
That's
All
the
right,
best thing
well,
about the 80s and the 90s, though, is like, we've talked about this ad nauseum in the past. Like Grease 2, I think Chris McDonald was 29 playing a high school junior or senior.
Goose.
Yeah. And like they don't do that anymore. They actually just like have talented younger talent. But back in the day, it's like it's either
you brought up Grease 2. I gotta bring up Grease 1 for the same thing. John Travolta's friend who's like, did she put up a fight? Is a dude who's like clearly 40 and has a fro and a 5 o'clock shadow. And it's just a very strange thing that they would try to pass him off as a high schooler. The most uncomfortable looking janitor turned T-Bird.
Just it's the Steve Buscemi "Hello, fellow kids" meme, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
With the music band AC/DC shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's this. How about number 3? Hey, listen, not a whole lot of talking on this one either. Sorry about that. But this is some of the worst choreography I've ever seen. So I'm calling it Snoriography.
And for those of you who only listen to the audio show, just know that the video feed is now on Spotify. If you want to see this dialogue-less, full-body dry heave, www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Here is Snoriography.
You're nothing.
Leave him alone!
You shouldn't have done that, Nice Man.
Again, Willy. Come on, Harry. Come on.
Get him, Willy!
You're dead.
All right.
Get him! Get him, Willy!
That's right.
Now! Yeah! Let's go! Hold on! Let's go! I'm gonna kill you guys! Yeah, Tom, let's go! All right, Alfie! Alfie, what the heck? All right! Oh, get him! Get him! Come on, Harry! Get Harry! Hold him around here! Hold it! Woo! All right, hit him! Yeah! Good ball, so he can see me now! Get him! Come on! Get him!
All right, one more.
Yeah!
That's it.
All right!
Oh, guitar solo.
Yeah.
So,
And
what
for the
awkward
listening audience,
combination.
they are all fighting a cripple on a dance floor.
So I'm gonna break my non-catch-all territory and just say it. Have you guys ever thrown a car tire before?
They bounce pretty bad.
There's no way.
I haven't been able to lift one and throw one with any kind of accuracy or lift one period
At all. Yeah, exactly. That's it. I didn't think so. So
Just the tire, or like the whole wheel.
The tire.
All right. I mean, you can throw a tire.
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't matter.
it's pretty...
You haven't tried, Rob.
All right.
You gotta come
Rubber, right?
up and behind.
I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so in Rob's defense, they're dropping them, but in Bob's defense, they're just like holding it over and just dropping them like they don't weigh anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
like they're
carrying
bike
them up the
tires.
pile. They also carried them up the pile.
Well, that's the thing. What was the pile? Was the pile tires? Because they might have just taken the one off the top.
It's the one off the top. Because that's what will be on the top. The heaviest thing will be on the top.
Well, if it's all tires, who knows? You know,
I'm going to throw top tier tire tossing into the write up for you.
Otherwise,
Yes, please.
Otherwise, what is it? It's like an aggro crack, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw it to fact or no fact.
Yes, let's.
Oh, this is going to be wonderful. Let's see.
Yes,
Bumpers, fact or no fact?
Oh, by the way, are you seeing another therapist now?
No. There is no one else.
Are you sure about that?
I am not seeing any other therapists.
Sounds like Bob foolery.
There are no other therapists.
Fact or no fact?
Good clip.
Hey.
I think we should let Dave go first. When
we got an extra contestant. We got an extra contestant this week on fact or no fact. Fact or no fact. I'm just calling because Chris said it at one point. It's willy nilly.
Willy nilly.
It's willy nilly. And I'm gonna read 5 things, and one of those things is a lie, and you got to figure it out. And there's a good chance because there are 3 of you,
60%,
and only 5 things. Okay, First one. This is Seth Green's film debut.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Second, the actor that plays the dad is gay in real life.
Okay.
Okay. Third thing, the lead actress who played Millie actually auditioned as a boy for a part in the Red Fox show.
Okay.
The lead actress, this is the 4th one, the lead actress is also a frequent collaborator with Louis C.K.
The mom? No. Millie.
No, lead actress. Millie.
Millie.
Okay.
Willy
No, not Patty Duke. Patty Duke is famous on her own.
Yeah.
And the last one. UCLA Film did a theater screening of this movie for Outfest in 2019.
For what fest?
Outfest.
Out? Okay, like gay. Like out. I'm out.
Damn you, Bob.
Yes, Chris. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Sorry. No, the audio cut out. I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean like gay?
Like gay.
Sorry, the audio cut gay. I mean, cut out. Yeah.
All right. Seth Green's film. I mean, like, he's young. I don't know anything else that he's in. I didn't know I didn't think he started acting and shit until he was like a teenager. So this is all news to me. Dad's gay in real life. Lead actress actually. I don't even know what the Red Fox show is, so I don't fucking know. Louis C.K.
I do.
I'm wondering if, because this was 80s, if she was in the show Louis, if she's like the love interest, because that's like 20 years later. Could be. Maybe. I don't know.
The Red Fox show? Sanford and Son.
Red Fox show.
Okay.
And UCLA did a theater screening for this Outfest. I don't know. I'm going to say if Seth Green was acting that young, maybe he was like a bundled up baby in some other like early 80s movie that I'm unaware of. So I'm going to say it's not Seth Green's debut.
Dave, please.
I want to say I have a superpower to know when my brother's lying.
Ooh.
Let's see if this is true.
He doesn't. 2019 used Outfest. That feels like a true, but by the same token, 2019, would they show this? The one that jumped out at me was number 2, that the dad in the movie is gay in real life. I'm gonna go number 2.
Well, he really didn't throw that baseball very well, Dave. I don't know.
Well, that's problematic thinking, Chris.
Hey, Chris, I have an inner monologue.
Chris, so you're saying that homos can't throw a baseball?
I said the same thing.
Holy shit!
I knew what I was doing. All right, it was for the laugh.
This is our last episode, everybody.
I got popped right away. Obviously, that's not what I mean. I'm 1/4 of every baseball player, or 1/5, right? By mathematics is gay. They just don't want to say so.
Yeah.
Millie auditioned for the Red Fox show.
But are they pitchers or catchers? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Hot damn. Here comes the flu again. Thanks. Spitting phlegm in my recycling bin again.
Where's that boiled chicken?
The what?
The boiled chicken and NyQuil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's
NyQuil
that
chicken challenge.
Fuck. Okay, so we went with 1 and 2 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, I feel like you reasoned well with the UCLA Film Theater Outfest. In 2019, picking this movie seems like a really First of all, this movie is really problematic, so to pick this one, I feel like they'd put themselves under fire. But it's such an out there thing to pick that I feel like it must be true. So I'm going to say that this actress is not collabing with CK.
All
right. Rob
we
wins.
lost. Did I?
Oh.
Damn. Seth Green was in 1 or 2 movies before this one. But this was like his second or third movie. He was in a lot of TV around this time too.
All right.
He was and he was 12 in this, and he looked squat. Like he was really
he looked
tiny.
like he was 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was born in 1974.
All right.
Okay, and this came out in 1986, so it was probably filmed when he was 11, probably released when he was 12.
I always forget he's a very small adult. So
He's a
small adult.
He's very small.
The actor is John Glover. I love John Glover. He was in Gremlins 2. That's what I remember. Anyway, he is out and gay in real life. The lead actress, she went. So I skipped this one because Rob ruined it in the YouTube comments. She was the voice of Bobby on King of the Hill.
All right.
Oh.
The girl who played Millie. Yeah.
That one went over my head. I had no idea.
And she also, after a very short haircut, strapped down her chest and auditioned as a boy for a part in the Red Fox show, and lost to. You're never going to guess who she lost the part to.
Gary Coleman.
Sinbad.
All right.
Sinbad. Holy shit.
She lost the part to Sinbad. Okay. She is a frequent collaborator with Louis C.K. Like they are super close. Yeah, super close.
Wow.
And if you YouTube this, UCLA Film did a theater screening of this movie for Outfest in 2019, and they had a full panel discussion afterwards. It's a 56-minute YouTube video of them talking about Willy.
So was it like the show of the movie and be like, we've come so far since this? Was that like the message they were trying to convey?
They pretty much said what we said in the worst production. Like there's a lot that was going for it, but they fucked it up. Like,
yeah.
Like you wanted it to go all the way, and it only went like part of the way.
It's kind of progressive till they drop the F slur, basically, right?
Yes, partially.
Yeah,
yes.
like they
resolved
brought it
everything
along, and then they were like, yeah, right. But the director and producer were afraid that they would be called gay or something.
Yeah,
for committing. So yeah. Wow. Okay.
That's it. Rob wins. Yes. Sorry,
That never happens.
He's
Never
the
happens.
underdog.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not something to celebrate.
Ah.
Okay, let's start.
I'll take what I can get. Yeah.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide.
Are you catching all of this?
How could you have done this?
All right.
I've got 5. Dave has 5. Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Rob and Bob are going to like.
I'll jump in
comment.
with.
Yeah.
I got some abusers. I'll do the abusers. How about that? I got 3 abusers I got to use.
Ooh, okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right. So
we'll swing it around to you. I always go first. So, my number 5. 5. If you're going to be small with a high pitched voice like that and be a boy, you gotta at least go for Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
You just
I think adult Joe Pesci is pretending to be a high school girl slash boy.
Exactly. I would have watched that movie. But, there was something about Joe Pesci and my cousin Vinny where you believed that he could actually beat up like a 6 foot tall, like Southern dude. There's something about Joe Pesci that's just got that grit and tough, and that's what you got to go for if you're going to sound like you have a tiny set of balls and a tiny penis on top of your vagina,
Yes.
Oh my God.
In my
I
opinion.
thought the exact same thing, Chris.
That's what I was thinking too. And we don't know. We don't know what Joe Pesci's packing. You know what I mean? Maybe both sets. Who knows? But go ahead, Dave.
Maybe. Oh, that's all right. Speaking of voices.
We're free to speculate.
Speaking of voices, what struck me at the beginning and then even more so later on, the New Jersey, I guess, accent that Millie was just chucking at the camera, and Mom, nothing. Dad, nothing. Stephanie, nothing. Her nerd friends at new school, nothing. Right? And whenever she was explaining, or when he was explaining the why everybody thinks, hey, there's some girl that lives on the street named Millie. It's like, no. Quote, even my mother's a little whacked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Why?
It's like Jersey Boston hybrid.
Right.
You just want to play some stick ball and get some Taylor ham? Yeah.
It's wicked awesome.
Yeah.
Chowder.
Chowder. My number 4. Where is the Malcolm kid getting these black magic ritual written in middle school handwriting pamphlets?
It's the movie I want to see.
Yeah. The side quest, the Malcolm side quest.
His Indiana Jones, where he goes, into Neil Breen's mushroom cave to get his dice and his magical rocks and things.
He pulls the third dildo. He pulls the third dildo on the bookshelf under the Stephen King novel, and then like the shelf flips around, and he goes down the pole. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. That's the movie I want to see.
Yeah, me too.
An anthology of every item in his basement, 1 episode each.
Right.
Yeah.
Whenever Alfie gets up from the chair and shouts, "Leave him alone!" Everything leading up to that was, well, there's this physical therapy, but I don't want to try it. I'm afraid it won't work. And apparently, the physical therapy is stand up, because at the gym, he's at the dance, up on crutches, rock and roll.
I don't want to be a paraplegic, but I hear you have to put some effort into it. Is essentially what it comes down to.
I've tricked out my chair so much, I just like it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does the whole, like, I'm afraid it won't, like, if I try and it doesn't work, then I'll know that I'm in a wheelchair forever, so I don't want to put in the
So I'll just stay in a wheelchair forever instead.
Right. But I get it. Like, when you're at the end of a video game and you don't want to beat the final boss because the game is over, it's like that.
I tried watching that chicken nugget series on Netflix for like it's only 10 episodes, and I spent like 3 months watching it because I didn't want it to end.
Yeah, right.
Same thing.
I'm at the end of a trilogy, a book series, and I just do not want to finish it.
Lord of the Rings.
He just doesn't
again.
No, it's The Age of Madness. It's I was talking about it months ago when I started it and loved it,
Yeah.
It's Joe Abercrombie. He's a British author, but never mind. Number
real quick,
3.
real quick. Let's get an abuser in.
Oh, yeah.
What's the matter?
Everything.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yep.
All right, my number 3. Least intimidating 80s jacked bad guy of all time, guys.
Yeah. Harry.
Oh, yeah.
Harry.
Yeah. Harry
Yeah.
the Horror.
Yeah.
So there is literally a gym scene where they're with Harry Horror and he's curling a 15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you gotta be.
That's a lot, right? No.
That is
A corollary to that is they were in the gym because they were going to bully the nerds who were working out in the gym. Famously, as nerds famously do.
Yes.
Right, of course.
Clanging and banging all day.
Two of those nerds were like kind of jacked.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put them up against the redhead, like kind of albino-y bad guy with the like tear off, like the sleeveless denim. I wouldn't have fucked with that dude. That dude was jacked as shit. But Harry, he wasn't. But you know what I mean. He was like super pale and ginger, but he was jacked as shit.
Did you notice that Millie had the towel draped over her neck to cover the chest?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. That was very cheap.
They were not afraid to show off those Lady Cannons early though, which I thought was kind of crazy because she was like 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were like, let's make sure the audience knows she's got tits.
Yeah.
Boobs. Right. And that made me kind of uncomfortable. But yeah, just when he's curling the 15 and like talking shit, I was just like, I couldn't help myself. I was just laughing about it. All right, go ahead, Dave.
So this one, it falls into my catch-all, but I had it under most offensive as well. This is the one my wife from the other room said, "What?"
Okay.
Pop's got his arm around Willy, punch with the my son, in the basement, having to hit the bag to learn how to swear. He goes, son, I think it's about time I up that allowance of yours.
Yeah.
$250? How about $275? No, $3. My wife's like, is that because he's a boy? Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
wage gap,
100%. Wage gap. That's the 25. That's the 23% difference.
So she inspired that one.
Yeah, that might be the part that didn't age well. Maybe. Just
the part.
Yeah, I think we found it.
Yeah, we found the one.
Bernie Sanders does not approve.
Yeah.
It was difficult to find what's offensive in this movie. Like difficult finding Millie's clitoris after she has a penis on top of it.
I did.
All right,
hold on. You made me think of something.
Yeah.
I did have a question in my mind when she walked up to the urinal for the first time. When he walked up to the urinal for the first time, was like, all right, here we go. I thought, is it like two streams or just like the one? I didn't know. I didn't know if it was going to be like an embarrassment.
Yeah, it did feel like they dropped that plot point as soon as they left the doctor's office. Like as soon as they left the doctor's office, it's like that's it. One part doesn't work anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Because I'm imagining Millie having to sort of latch onto the urinal and sort of climb up the wall a little bit.
Could you imagine like a Revenge of the Nerds style montage where like the pee streams are going in separate directions and you just hear, you put one foot in front of the other, put the other foot down.
A training montage.
Yeah, right. Oh man. Okay. My number, unless you want to do an abusement.
Yeah, this one's called cock.
Usage. I throw you a word, you throw one back. Ready?
There you go. Short and sweet.
Yeah, they're doing like
short and sweet, just like Willy's cock.
Yeah.
And sweet. They're like sitting on steps outside of the house doing
With
like word
flashcards?
association. Yeah, to make Willy a more convincing boy.
Yeah.
And Stephanie, was that Stephanie, right? That wasn't Mom. That was Stephanie, right?
That was the
Stephanie.
neighbor.
That was Stephanie.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie helping him train to be a more
Vulgar,
rude.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
A male. Yeah.
And the word she throws up is cock, and I was shocked by that.
Yeah.
Could not believe they went there.
He was
it
cock
really
shocked.
funny.
Yeah.
Cock shocked. Yeah, I was cock shocked. Which doesn't happen
Right
to me often.
Right up.
Yep.
Chris was cock shocked.
How about phallic flashcard cock shocking?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Wow.
That's
Poetic.
at least 5 more clicks right there.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
My number 2. What did they tell Millie's school? That she died in a solar eclipse ritual accident on the roof?
Yeah. Probably.
What? Honestly, because she went to a like the high school first, and then they were like, "Well,
Yeah.
we're withdrawing her, but we're not moving."
Yeah, we don't know.
The dad just said,
And
I pulled
also,
some
like-
strings. It was like one passing line of dialogue. So I don't know what he did.
Is that a period joke?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think it was.
No. All right, go ahead.
So the thing at the beginning, very beginning of the movie, before the wish, I don't think the movie did a good job of trying to drive the motivation for why Willy wanted to be a boy. Like it was, she wants to be an astronomer.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I didn't necessarily see anybody standing in her way saying no, girls. I don't even know if anybody said girls can't be astronomers. Dad told her, be careful out there at night. She's like, if I were a boy, they'd take me seriously. And like, that was it.
That's 100% it. Yeah, agreed. And it's not, we're not living in the age where women are like famously not as present in STEM, you know? That's
This is
not...
after Marie Curie. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So no, I totally agree. They didn't establish that plot point strong enough for that to be the deepest, darkest desire of her heart. That she wishes for. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, agreed. All right. So my number. Should we abuse or no?
Yeah, this one's called Cuck.
What are they doing? Are they making out yet? We're not here to watch. We're here to protect.
I like to watch.
Did you hear the show Bluey has like an animator got fired from Bluey because the cuck chair in the bedroom?
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
I did hear about the cuck chair. Yeah.
That's not on my feed.
All right.
Well, really? Child's cartoon cuck chairs don't find their way to your feed? All right. Well, my number 1, Daddy. The ritual instructions read: place each element in the 4 corners of the circle.
Yes. Circle corners.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
my number 1 is related to that. One of these items, it was the 4 elements like fire, water, wind, right? Whatever. And wind was a fan. Or air.
Oscillating fan.
Like
an unplugged oscillating fan.
Like in the
An unplugged fan.
In the Buffalo Hide, instructions, was she like, fan, electric fan will do.
Yeah. That'll do it. In the 4 corners of the circle. Just saying. That's totally not a fucking thing. Circles don't have corners. So that's difficult to do. But she found a way. She found a way to grow a dick. Good job. You found the corners of the circle. You got a cock now. I'm happy for you. So did you have a number one that you wanted to use, or was the oscillating fan wind thing?
No, you just made me think of it. I think. Let's see. Well, this was like something I started thinking about all kinds of things at the end of the movie, like what got resolved exactly? What was Willy's wish exactly? Like, is it to be a girl again? Was it for Alfie to be straight and for her to be a girl again? Is Alfie, just all of these different.
Yeah, good point.
What really got resolved and what didn't get resolved? And it was a complete mess because to the whole point you made earlier about redeeming qualities, like discovering something new about yourself or being open to other people, it was like, no, we just wound the tape all the way back. You can walk and you're straight, you're a girl again, and you like each other. Look, we solved it.
Yeah. The movie never started.
Yeah, like snap back, like a rubber band.
Yeah.
And my hand hurts afterwards.
Might as well be the same dance.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing ever
It's true.
Yeah. Sucks. I hate that. Okay, let's throw it to did I do a bad credit names? I think I did.
Let's see if you did. Let me just.
I don't remember. I feel like I did it last week, but then I had the flu, so like everything is. I just forget.
I don't. Let me check the Google Drive really quick, because I am not entirely sure, Chris.
No, I don't think it is.
Do you have them written down?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on the drive, so that's your fault.
Okay,
not
so
mine.
so this was supposed to be like a comedy thing.
Yeah.
So why don't you play the okay, I got them right here. Play the thing that you play when I fuck up this segment.
Oh, of course. Yeah, here we go.
Not that. Fine, whatever. Walter.
Oh, you were talking about. Okay, sorry. Here. Go ahead. It's pulling it up right now. 1 second.
Walter Carbone. Carla Rubin. And those are literally the only two names that Bob let me just see when he clipped the movie.
That's all that came up. It was anyway.
Yeah, because the Roku Channel only had a third-generation VHS rip of this movie for us.
Yeah. As soon as those two credits showed up, Roku switched to the next movie. I couldn't do anything about it.
All right, all good. Okay,
With
so moving on.
A 70-second silent patch in the middle. I kept thinking, what's wrong with my TV? What's wrong with my TV?
They're adjusting the tracking. Yeah. All right.
All right, let's throw it to what we're watching.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what the guys are watching other than videos about
government secrets.
This is what we're watching.
Good clip.
All right.
Chris.
Super Mario Brothers. I watched it, the animated one.
The new one?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
My kids really liked it.
If you played Mario's through the ages, then you appreciate everything that they bring in. It's like there's hardly a plot. It doesn't really matter. It's supposed to be fun for your kids. My kids enjoyed it, and therefore I enjoyed it too. A lot of references for the video game players, which made me satiated in that way.
Yeah,
and that I was hoping I would be. Decent job. I didn't really get why they. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting them to do. It's like Holly washing like what shouldn't be. Like Super Mario is a Japanese version of an Italian man plumbing in America and finding like a whole different world. So like I didn't expect them to pull like the best Italian acting talent. But I wasn't happy with Chris Pratt and Jack Black and Seth Rogen and Charlie Day being the voices. I don't know why though. I don't know what I was expecting. But otherwise I enjoyed it. And the second thing that I watched was the entire season of so far of Dexter Original Sin. If you're a Dexter fan, fan of the Showtime, I think it is, show Dexter, then this does it justice, but the acting is worse. I mean, Christian Slater is one of them, and I hate to say it, but he's just not great. I've never been thoroughly impressed by Christian Slater.
He was fantastic in Alone in the Dark 2005, which can be found at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
It was fantastic. I was trying to think of what that movie was that we watched with him in it. No, that was it. Okay.
That's the one. I do like him in True Romance, but that's because it's Quentin Tarantino. Which any Quentin Tarantino study would be one that Bob would have on Chris's movies that are bad, but he loves anyway list that Rob was talking about. But yeah, no, I like him in that and nothing else. I think he's in Heathers. Is that right?
Yeah, Heathers. That was a good one.
Yeah. Maybe that's the other good one, but otherwise not great. And he is playing Harry, who is played by, why is his name escaping me? Ajax from the Warriors. He's the second Raiden in Mortal Kombat 2.
Not Lambert.
New Yorker actor. No, not Lambert. The other one. Chris. I think his name is Chris. No, that was Christopher Lambert. Michael. I don't remember. Figure it out.
All right.
Anyway, Dexter Original Sin. Not bad. There you go.
All right.
Go ahead, Bob.
All right, I'll go. So anyway, Dial M for Murder, 1954. This is a Hitchcock movie. It was a suspense film he directed. Now, friend of the pod, Ray Milland. You guys know Ray Milland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ray Milland.
He was, and Dave, you would know Ray Milland because he was the lead in Frogs.
Oh wow!
Yeah, remember Frogs?
Sure do.
And
the thing with Poison and Caution.
The thing with two heads as well, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We reviewed both. We reviewed both of those in our podcast. You might have to listen to those. Anyway, Ray Milland, friend of the pod, and Grace Kelly lead this perfect murder set in a single space. It's like all set in one apartment, and it was done so well. Hitchcock knows what he's doing, and the fact that it took me so long to watch this, shame on me. It's free on Plex. And something else that I forget. It's old. You'll find it if you want to find it. It's old. Dial M for Murder. I really liked it. And I had something else picked, but I'm going to change it because David Lynch passed since I wrote this down. And since David Lynch passed, I rewatched Mulholland Drive. And Mulholland Drive is tie with a David Lynch movie. They're just God, he dub. Yeah, you can watch Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is great, but if you're looking for a film, which is my wheelhouse, I would say Mulholland Drive is great.
Yeah.
Lost Highway is great. I rewatched both of them this last week, and no regrets. That's me.
Cool.
Dave,
love it.
Okay, I have two. One is I stumbled across this on Netflix. It's a show called You Can't Ask That. It is a number of 30-minute episodes done by ABC Australia. And what they do is they just put a number of people one at a time on a stool in front of a white screen, and they film them each individually, and then they splice it all together. And what it is these people all belong to a group, usually some sort of stigmatized or marginalized group. And the questions are on little postcards, and they pick them up, and they were submitted by anonymous people online. So, for example, one episode might be recovered alcoholics. One might be little people. One might be trans people, right? Or whatever, people who survived a suicide, right? And it's just these people getting anonymous questions and given honest answers. And my wife and I have become hooked because it's like getting the most important parts of a conversation you will only have with somebody in one of those groups if you become a very good friend with them over time. And you just get it all in 30 minutes.
That's cool.
So
yeah,
that's
cool.
my
Love that.
personal one. And then the other one is my movie backlog is ginormous, but I finally watched last week Mad Max Fury Road, and it was amazing.
Oh yeah,
so fucking good.
What'd you say?
It's so good.
Yes,
it's so good.
It is. We all agree.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really good.
So
And
fucking good.
the fight choreographer from Mad Max Fury Road did the fight choreography for Jim Cotta.
Yep.
Yes.
Cotta.
Can
I
you
have to
believe
correct
it?
the record. I have
Can't
to
you
correct the
tell?
record on Jim Cotta. I have to correct the record. You said that me and my friends recommended it to you because we thought it was funny. I have to admit, we actually just thought it was good.
All right.
I want to say
Wow.
I did say that. I didn't say that. No, I thought you said that. Okay, sorry.
It stuck in my ear.
Chris Coral
You were
thought it was
trying to
cool.
you were trying to defend
Oh,
your
yeah,
brother.
you're
We
right.
understand.
Yeah, Chris Kroll did. Yeah, you're right about that.
We get it.
I kind of had like a rewatch week. Cabin in the Woods, the horror
Yeah.
comedy.
Okay.
It's fucking amazing, dude. It's just like the most self-aware,
Yeah.
like slasher / sci-fi / ritualistic sacrifice type of movie.
Like the first king of meta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Modern, yes.
And then 1 hour photo with Robin Williams.
Yep.
Still holds
Ooh.
up. That's a great
I saw
movie.
I saw that in the theater, if you to believe it.
I saw it on rental when it first came out.
It was
yeah,
so
the
uncomfortable
same.
to watch that in the theater. So uncomfortable.
When he's taking
Oh,
a
I
dump
hate
in the family's toilet, and you find out it's like a fantasy.
Oh my god, that movie
Yeah.
was so messed up.
It's messed up because he's a sympathetic character until he's not, and even then, you're like you still kind of feel bad for him.
Yes,
So-
it's so well done. It's so well
Yeah.
done. Good call.
Yeah, so
Well,
that's
because
my
they picked
list.
Robin Williams.
Yeah. That was a big year for him. He did Insomnia the same year. 6 months later, they both came out within 6 months of each other.
Another good one. Yeah.
Yeah. He still had the same bleach blonde haircut. Yeah.
I can't tell what Chris is hinting at here.
The offensive minigame.
Oh.
Sometimes movies are just so offensive.
There are no other therapists.
That could help me get over it. This is the
God,
offensive minigame.
I feel like this might be our first special guest offensive minigame. I know that can't.
I think
true,
so.
But it feels that.
No, I think Ice Pirates would have been the last one, but I don't think we had it back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Dr. Ezekiel.
How you
Yeah.
doing? I hope you're all right.
I don't know the rules.
Um,
I'll play along.
Well, here we go. One more offensive. Tuna
Dave's seen
Man.
the Ice Pirates.
But has he seen Double Down? Because that's what's important.
I listened
No.
to you guys talk about Double Down.
All right.
All right, then Tuna Man or Transphobia.
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 Yeah.
Transphobia.
That's probably the worst
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Tuna
All right.
Man.
Sack of
Probably.
dehydrated spouse
Okay.
or rapey Rec-Yard Room.
Well, you're stretching a little bit because that's
Yeah, you are stretching
that's a
a little bit.
consensual Rec-Yard Room.
Yeah, it is. It really.
I don't know. Willy didn't seem that willing.
He was carrying around his spouse in a sack.
Yeah.
Her bones.
I'm gonna go Double Down
Double down.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
because
fine.
you're implying sexual predatorism here, and I didn't get the implication.
I think that the 30-year-old curly-haired woman who kept coming on to Willy, who didn't want it, and had her scary brother bring him to the junkyard so she can bang his brains out.
So she was the predator. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess.
That's very forward thinking of you, Chris.
All right.
And they found out about the junkyard jizz spot, and they brought him there.
Right down.
Yeah, write that down.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Wait, but before you do, I've got the next one I've got is ginger ale jizz jokes, or Neil's nautical nads.
It
Nautical
was a
nads.
mom.
It was a mom trying her best.
It was a mom trying her best. It was Patty Duke trying her best. I think Neil's nautical nads win.
To tell Willy that he needed to pop the angry cork.
Yeah.
If you didn't see Dave, the double down, one of the scenes was Neil Breen floating
Naked.
side up in a pool with his nutsack
If
showing
full
between
on-
his legs.
full
if
on
you
fruit bowl.
think
Yeah.
you guys didn't describe that enough that it's burned into my mind. I have to see it. So many descriptions of Neil Breen.
I can do a screen share and pull up the image right now if you'd like.
No, Dave, let me do you a favor. Let me do you a favor. You're probably picturing two balls. Just picture one little ball in between two thighs. That's all you have to think about.
It's like a little Mr. Potato Head nose just popping through.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one.
I was getting some real creepy vibes from Willy's mom, so I'm going to split with my brother and go with the ginger ale jizz bomb or whatever you called it.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Right.
And Rob, what'd you go with? Nautical nads or ginger?
I think the
ale?
nautical nads are worse, yeah, because like it's just mom trying her best.
Okay, then we have a winner. Double down wins the offensive minigame. That's too bad.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's throw it to the movie comparison and see how they stack.
I resign today as president of the bank.
Inconvenient truth.
None of this makes sense. Let's just compare the movies. Right.
All right, double down and Millie Willy, or Willy Millie, or Willy Nilly, or Willy gets a.
I was a
Willy
teenage
gets a
boy
Willy
and something
goes back
special.
to Millie?
Yes.
Something special.
Yeah.
Double down, team 466. Willy Millie, team
5.
Nice.
So that's a win. Off the mini game, double down apparently is worse, according to you guys. Dialogue.
Double down.
Double down.
Yeah, that's obvious. Production, continuity, or a product of the time, but not at all.
I'm gonna give it to Willy Millie for this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Neil Breen best production on anything that could have been better given the budget and the talent when he just totally went for it on his own artistic vision.
I agree with Bob here.
I love that. 2-2. Acting.
Double down.
Double down.
Double down. Hey guys, we don't have a demerit for Willy Millie yet.
Handy capable.
Yeah. The
Handy
whole.
capable.
I was gonna say, how about F slur? Like,
what's a demerit for? How's that work?
Tiebreaker.
If we just something that could be a tiebreaker that wasn't in any previous test. That's why I didn't think F slur would work, because F slur was in most offensive. That Chris failed to mention, which would have won.
Yeah, that's a good point. Stacking the deck over here.
I don't understand.
Then I guess I don't know. Handicapable works.
Handicap.
Or dad's throwing.
Dad throw. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
How about pitching and catching?
Yes. There we go. That's the ticket right there.
All right. Pitching and catching. Got it.
Oh, I regret everything.
This is our last episode.
I regret nothing. Blazing glory.
All right. So pitching and catching or ball sack tuna.
Ball sack tuna, probably, right?
Yeah, ball sack tuna.
All right. We could not dethrone Double Down. I'm so
That was
sorry
close.
to say.
That was a good fight.
But yeah, great job. Does anyone know where we're at with the current poll?
God,
I haven't looked ever. I
hope it's
voted, but I didn't look.
I'll pull up the archive.
Okay, yeah, do it.
All right,
Let's
archive.
see.
Let's see. And that
I'm making the
is this
drum
one right
sound,
here.
so there is no
That's
dead
Willy
air.
Millie, Willy Millie.
Breen
Okay.
2020.
Ballistic
That's the
X
win.
versus Sever. And it's a landslide, 72%. Season
No
of the Witch had
shit.
17%, and Cameron's Closet had 11.
Ballistic X versus Sever. Oh my god. If you guys don't know anything about this, get ready for a treat, because apparently this had a solid budget, and it is fashioned after a video game, X versus Sever, and they felt like they had to throw Ballistic in front of it to make it sound like more.
Wait, Antonio Banderas and Lucy Liu?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And it's one of the worst movies ever made. It got like a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes or some shit like that.
All right.
It is
2002.
Challenge
Oh my
accepted.
God, I can't. I've been trying to get this one through since like season 3.
Okay.
Like every so often, and I just drew it again, and I'm so glad it won because I hear it's like the worst movie ever made. So cannot wait to watch this movie with you guys.
Oof. It lost a lot of money. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, let's fucking do this.
All right.
Thank you so much, Dave, for joining us. Thank you for your invaluable
your contribution to the show. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Last.
And anytime you want, you let your brother know. We'll have you on. We would love to have you back. Rob, why don't you plug us? Throw it to Bob's last word, and then we'll thank our thankies.
Yeah. www.theworstmovie ever made. Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on Google Play. We're on Apple Podcasts. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. On and off, I guess, while that whole thing's happening. We have polls. We have trailers. We have videos. We post clips on our stories. We engage. You can email us too. You just click a little envelope when you go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com, and you give us a piece of your mind, a piece of your soul, a piece of your heart, and we'll give you a piece of ourselves every week. Bob, last words.
No, I'll throw it to Dave for this one.
Oh, Dave, last word.
Last word. Pop.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Ballistic X
and Sever
versus
Sever.
I'm so excited. I can't believe it won. This is like my 9th time.
This is your rosebud.
I swear to God.
This is Citizen Chris's rosebud. All right. See you next week. Bye, Jelly Scoop.
Bye, Schmave.